Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. Hi, this is Arusha. I am barely getting back home, not home, but to Portland slash Salem. And I'm hoping that my friend Doug, who is in the stadium in Vancouver, is going to join us. He's here. He is.
Hi,
I hear
Alicia.
you.
Can,
Hey.
can you see me?
I can see you, but let me do a couple of things. First of all, can you switch your orient your camera
I
to
see.
wide?
Is that better?
Yeah. Well, you're not. It's not flipping. Your side. No, no. No, not the other way. Halfway. Can we go
There we go.
halfway? No. I want. Yes. No. Oh, that's weird. That it doesn't fill
Yeah.
the screen rectangularly. All right. So just go vertical. Go full vertical. So you're. Yeah. There you go. That's great.
Okay.
All right. So we can see you. You're a little bit purple, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's the lighting they have going on.
Right. So and
Yeah.
and are you with your friend? Your every other.
Actually, yeah. There she is. Say hi.
Hello. So just
That's my wife. So.
yeah. So let's introduce. Can you tell me your name, where you're
Yeah.
from?
Sure. My name is Doug, and this is Bronwyn, and we are from Seattle. We were at the show last night as well.
Great. So you are where now? Where are you?
Well, right now we are in Vancouver, British Columbia, at Rogers Arena.
Great. And how long did it take you to drive from Seattle to Vancouver? How was that drive?
It's about 2.5 hours. I've never driven in Vancouver before. I was a little confused with flashing green lights, so that threw me off. But yeah, traffic was all right. We got here in the expected time, and we were able to walk around, grab a bite to eat before we came in.
Perfect, perfect. Now, Doug, I'm wondering if you could turn the camera while we're still talking so that we can see the stadium. We can see what your point of view is. You should be able to just, when you go from selfie mode to,
Yeah,
let's try it. There we go.
there we go.
Okay, so we're looking at, I think you're about where I was last night.
Yeah, it's pretty empty. They have a lot of people at the merch table, which is to be expected. I actually saw some shirts tonight that we didn't see in Seattle. They have
Really?
like a white, yeah, they had a full white hoodie, which I didn't see last night, as well as a white V-neck and a white T-shirt. And I didn't see those last night, but I'm fine with what I got.
Right, right. And so what seat number is this that you're in right now?
We are in
Or
109, row
okay.
19, seat 107.
Okay. So do you think that are they going to look like little dots, or are you going to be able to see them?
Oh, I'll be able to see them. I don't know if it's doing it now, but the camera I have on my phone, I can zoom right up onto Robert's face.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a sweet camera.
What is it?
Samsung Ultra 10.
Oh, nice. And now is it a
Yeah,
phone camera?
yeah,
Interesting. Very interesting. And so the lights, let's look around the area a little bit more. The lights are, I'm surprised it's so dark now because the band isn't, Twilight Sad doesn't start for a while.
yeah. It looks like they've got, I don't know, what do you call those, halogen lights at the very top. Whereas last night, they had really bright lights. But these are of a different make, obviously. And yeah, they do have a lot of the lights down. It actually sets the mood better, I think, preparing for Twilight to come out.
Is the rain? Can you hear the rain sound?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Do you?
Oh, it takes me back to my first Cure concert was in '92 or '93 in Munich, Germany.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And let's turn the camera back onto you so you could tell a little bit of this story, and then I want to ask you about Seattle. So,
sure.
so your first show was in Munich, Germany. Why were you there? Let's get into who,
I
what,
was
when.
stationed in the Army.
Okay.
I was stationed in Ansbach for the U.S. Army, and a bunch of us drove over to Munich to check out the Cure. We were all big Cure fans.
And how was that experience for you, that first show? If you
So for
remember it.
me, yeah, oh no, I remember it. We were in the cheap seats because we didn't make a lot, but I didn't care. Um, for me, it was breathtaking because I had been a Cure fan for a very long time. Um, I think I first got the Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me album when it came out, and then fell in love with them at that point and went all the way back to check out everything I had missed and found out what an incredible band they were. And so by the time we got to Wish, I was, I don't know, I was a devout follower, I guess. I don't know how else you would put it.
Right, right, right. And then, so how do your seats tonight compare to where you were last night?
The last night we were, well, in Seattle last night, we were in section 22, about as far away from the stage as you could be. So these seats, I don't know, the theater or the arena actually looks smaller than the Seattle arena.
This one does.
So this one does,
Yeah. I have
to
to.
me.
Yeah. So I was in section 25. Okay. So
Okay.
you were in section 22, and I get it. You were in the farthest of the oval, and I was like on the,
Yeah.
7 o'clock or something. So
Yep.
the thing about that venue in Seattle, I found, is the sound was really good, but the
Yes.
logistics took me down. It was so hard to find. I had to get my tickets at the box office. I didn't know where it was. I couldn't get any food because I'm vegetarian. And then the thing, and just getting around, and it was hard. And I had gone to Portland the night before, and that was
Yeah.
easy breezy.
Yeah, I was lucky because I've been to quite a few shows at Climate Pledge. We went to Duran Duran the night before. So this is like my fourth concert of the week if I include Love and Rockets on Sunday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been looking forward to this. I can't tell you for how long.
Now,
Um,
now, how about
yeah.
tickets? Were you able to get tickets through the verified fan sale, or you're doing the upgrade shuffle?
So I panicked about the Seattle one, and I didn't get them, and my wife didn't get them, but a friend of mine was able to grab two, but we weren't able to sit together. So that's how we got the Seattle ticket, and my wife was able to get the Vancouver ticket on her first try. So we were safe through the ticket sale, which I like.
Great, great. And then, I'm sure the show was great for you. Are you going to other shows, or? So I have a two-parter. One, are you going to other shows? And two, what's your take on why are the Cure so popular now? Why are they so popular now?
Yeah, that's not a hard question at all. So the first part, this is my last show for this tour, just because finances and work requirements and everything just don't allow for it. And two, I think it has a lot to do with, I don't know, it's almost like the 80s is making a resurgence, if
Yeah.
you will, with the sound. I mean, if you look at the concert lineup this year alone with Tears for Fears, Depeche Mode, Psychedelic Furs, Squeeze, Love and Rocket. It's filled with 80s acts, and they're selling out across the board. I think the Cure's attraction is they're a big, for me, because I noticed it, they're a big part of the social scene, if you will. Like Friday I'm in Love is always played on the radio, even though I think it's a little overplayed. It's always played on the radio. I think parents like myself, I have my kids listen to a lot of 80s music. Most of my vinyl collection is all 80s and whatnot. The other day we were watching the finale of Ted Lasso. I won't spoil it for anybody, but I heard a Cure song in it. And,
Right,
I was
right.
like, hey, check it out. So stuff like that, they still have a huge impact. And I think it makes it even bigger when Robert takes on an organization like Ticketmaster. And that got just a ton of publicity. And I know some people are like, oh, is this the band you're always talking about? I was like, yeah, check them out, listen. So I don't know, his music, I dare someone to listen to their entire collection and not find a song that they can connect to.
Well said. Well said. So, what are your hopes and dreams for tonight?
Well, my biggest hope and dream would be like, hey, we're releasing a new album tomorrow. So, I know, right? Tonight, recently, before this tour was announced, I lost my concert buddy to pancreatic cancer.
Oh,
Yeah, he and I, the last Cure concert we went to two of the three shows at the Hollywood Bowl in 2016. So his favorite song is The Hanging Garden. So I'm really hoping that I can hear The Hanging Garden. And it was, you know, last night was surreal because I listened to a lot of the new songs that they were performing, especially the one, about his brother. And I was bawling like a child. But, you know, his songs connect you. And that's what I mean.
yeah. That's beautiful. And just to let you know, some of us put together. I don't know if you know this Fees for Good thing. Have you heard of this?
No.
It's on Twitter, and we have a website, but it was it was supposed to be. I'm kind of blowing it up that I was a part of it, but it's an anonymous thing put together by fans, and literally all it is a website that links causes that the Cure supports, and to say, hey, that $5 or $10 that Robert and the Cure got back for us, let's pay that forward. And one of the causes that's on there is PanCan for pancreatic cancer, because some members of the Cure that's really important to them. So we kind of chose based on, they've donated to so many things, you know what I mean? Like Amnesty International is on there. We didn't do Teenage Cancer Trust, but I think it's a really beautiful thing to just, even if it's a gesture, maybe it's just a thought, but just so you know, as your friend died of pancreatic cancer, pause for the motorcycle. So that does exist, but I mean, I hope you hear The Hanging Garden. And and hi Sophie, and hi Tink, and hi Viviana. I'm gonna go get my Chinese food, and you're gonna listen to the Twilight Sad.
Yes.
And
I do want to say,
yes,
if I can real fast,
yes,
and I don't know if everybody watching knows it, during the pandemic, you and Carl, and I texted you this earlier, you and Carl were doing the Cure watch party. I went to every watch party since its inception. You guys really helped a lot of us get through the pandemic, because I really look forward to my Saturdays. So I want to thank you and Carl for all that you did, putting all that together. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but it was very awesome, and it felt like a really tight family because you saw the same people every Saturday, and we were talking to people who had COVID and talking to people who just lost their jobs or stuff like that, and everybody was conversating. it was great to be a part of a group that had the Cure as our base and really come together and support each other. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to tell my buddy Carl to say, hey, will you watch my stream now? Because you're mentioned in it, bro. So thank
All
you
right.
so much for saying that. And I'm
Good
so
thing.
happy we got to hear from you, and have a great night tonight.
All right, I will. Thank you.
And for those watching, we're going to get another report at 7:45, 8-ish between the Cure and the Twilight Side.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
take care.